All righty. So now that we have Oh My Zish installed, I don't know that this is necessary, but just to be safe, I'm going to go ahead, close Ubuntu, open up Ubuntu again, just so that way everything knows about everything. I don't know. Sometimes a restart can do some wonders. We want to set up this thing called Node. Now, Node is like a JavaScript engine for your computer. So the way that we're going to install Node is by using this package called NVM. NVM stands for Node Version Manager. So Node Version Manager is like, imagine I am the creator of this engine of Node and it's constantly coming out with new updates. Node Version Manager is our way of being able to tack into different versions of that, which is going to help us out in the long run. But for now, you don't even really need to think about the fact that it's there. I don't worry too much about it, but I do want you to go ahead and copy all of this. Doopity doop doop. Control C. Actually, we're just going to right click, copy, and then I'm just going to go ahead and right click there. And it should start this. I don't know that it's actually running all those lines of code. It looks like it did run all those lines of code. I'm going to press enter again just to make sure. And you know what? I really want to be sure that this part of the code copied over. So I'm actually just going to copy line by line. I probably should have done that in the first place to be 100% honest. So I'm going to do that. Bam. And then we're going to do this last line. And the thing that I am going to do to check is I should be able to type in which NVM and this comes up. Again, the thing that I typed in was WHICH NVM. Bam. If all that shit came up, that means it knows about what Node is. Now, if you're curious for a little bit of the theory here, we didn't use sudo apt install again. And the reason why is because Node Version Manager is actually not an apt package, so we can't install it using sudo apt install. So instead, we use this thing called curl. Now, curl actually visits a website and gets the information off of that website. So in this case, if you click on this link that you find here, what you wind up with is you go to this channel, which is a whole bunch of code. You don't need to know what any of that does right now, but just so you have an idea of what was going on there. Awesome. So now we've checked to see that NVM was there. And then what we want to do is, now that we have Node Version Manager installed, we want to use Node Version Manager to install the newest version of Node. So I'm going to go ahead and type in that. And now it's saying, cool, it's downloading Node. I guess the most recent version of Node is 15.12. I think when I started as a student, they were in the 14 somewhere. So that gives you, that was like a year and a half ago. So that gives you an idea of maybe the speed in which like literally just changes happen in the software world. It's pretty incredible. And that's actually why we need a tool like NVM around to help us account for those changes. That being said, as a student, you're not going to encounter that for a little while. It's just nice for us to know that you have it installed on your computer in case you run into some kind of issue, because it's going to be a lot easier for us to debug your problem for you. So let's see, is it doing its thing? Computing checksum. Checksums match. This seems strange. I don't think it should be stuck there. We'll give it a minute, and if it gets stuck, it's going to be Google time, because I'm not actually sure what the error would be here. Here. Let me do this. I don't want to waste too much time, so set timer for 1 minute. Go grab a sandwich, you know. Pickles are low calorie. I've been eating some pickles lately. Try and diet, you know, less calories. Go and pet your dog. I should do that now. Here, let me go get him. Might as well, right? Yeah, this stuff tends to be a lot better when you have an animal to pet. This is Doomslayer. He's my little buddy. and I love him very much. He's sleepy right now. Okay, so I'm a little concerned that this thing is stuck. So timer went off. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I am actually going to Google this problem. And if I find something that works, we're going to throw it in the README. I'm going to type in NVM install stuck on checksum matched. Let's see if that works. Ah. Interesting. I'm looking for a solution here. We might need to install Python because that might be a requirement for Node. Let's see. We're going to give that a shot. Not sure how exactly that's going to go. Let's see if it gave me any. Interesting. Let's just try running it again and see what happens. If it gets stuck in that same spot. Oh, cool. Looks like it worked. Let's test if it worked. I'm going to type in Node. And hey, now I can do Node. Hello. That's not defined. Perfect. Const A equals 5. A plus 7. Cool. It looks like Node got installed. For some reason, it got stuck. What do you know? This is just part of the wonders of installing things on your computer. The good news is you're not going to do a whole lot of that in this program, but it's definitely good to go through this walkthrough at least once. So that way, when you're out in the real world, if you encounter some problems, you know how to maybe not completely freak out, because I've definitely been there before. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and call this lesson. Actually, not quite yet. We do have one more line of code we have to run, which is we have to type in NVM alias. Oh, wait, I think first we have to type in NVM use node. Bam. And now I have to type in NVM alias default node. Bam. Now we should be good to go. I'm going to go ahead and cut this lesson. In the next lesson, we're going to install some node packages, which we might not use for a little while, but it'll be good to know that they're there.